All right. I want to say good evening to everybody out there in cyber world. This is the Middle Man coming back at you from Walk Studio back here in Studio B. And we would like to say that we give God all the praise and honor as usual, thanking Him for life, health, and strength. Being able to sit here at this old trusted keyboard of mine. And once more and again, and I would say I did a offline video earlier today, uh, letting everybody know commemorating. And if I'm not mistaken, I did one on last evening as well. No, I didn't. I didn't do one on Friday. Yeah, I did it today in commemorating this today. Mark 39 years of musicianship for me. Yes, 39 years, people. It was 39 years ago to this very day. I mean, Saturday. It was on a Saturday when I started. It was on Halloween. Yeah, it was a mirror image of this here day of the day's date, 39 years ago. And I just wanted to say that as I look back on things, I look back on what I've done over those years, and it's been a lot. It's been a lot. I've seen a lot of things. I guess I was sort of like, I don't know, some of y'all that's my age or older, you probably know of this guy named Aaron Neville. He had a song that came out years ago. So, I'm trying to think. I want to make certain I get the title right. It says, I can't think of the title, the proper title of the song, but some of the lyrics of the song went as this: I've been a lot of places, seen a lot of faces, and that's me. I've been a lot of places, and I've seen a lot of faces. And even if my heart would break, it was something like that. I think that was the title of that song. He said, I'm going to love you even if my heart would break. Something like that there. But those of you that know that's my age or older, you should know what I'm talking about. But in that particular song, I'm using that this night as an example of this live video to let you know in my title. It said, never accept defeat. Never accept defeat. Now, I have basically, my brothers and sisters, I have basically lived by that principle all my life. I did not like to lose. I did not like to, I mean, in schoolyard play, whether it was basketball, football, whatever I was to set my hand to do, I wanted to win. And I did not accept losing at all. Now, I did not say that I didn't lose sometimes, but I said I did not accept loss. Never accept defeat, people. Never accept. And so when I sit back here and I look back over 39 years of musicianship, and like I said, I showed y'all the book that I started with. Got it over there right now. I bought that's another book, of course, but it's the same book that I use. I can remember when my piano instructor, my piano teacher, Constance, her name was Constance Hunt, before she got married to what would become my soon-be music professor, Jim Rose. She would become Constance Rose. But she always taught me, and some of the pieces that was inside of that book, they were very difficult to me at that point in time. Because see, you got to understand something. Minuteman, I didn't start playing when I was 4 years old or 3. I didn't start at the early ages. I started much later. I didn't start playing piano until I was already out of high school. I had been out of high school a year before I even started playing piano. I started in 81. That's how come today marked 39 years of me playing. But I can remember Connie. We call her Connie. And she would tell me, okay, like she would assign me a certain piece to play. in a certain amount of days or the next week. I mean, I would go, like I say, my piano date was on a Saturdays at 4:30 at Andrew College in the music building. And so most of the time she would assign me a piece to play. In other words, that next week, she'll assign it this week for the next week. And man, I would go, man, and I would practice that piece. And that, sure enough, that next Saturday came, I would play that piece flawlessly. But believe you me, I would have not done anything, nothing else that whole week, but just practice on that particular song. And I found out that wasn't the way to do it. I found out that wasn't the way to do it. And I don't know, I might be helping somebody, but you need to, there's nothing wrong with working on a particular song, but you need to work on other stuff while you work on a repertoire. Don't just sit there and just work on that song. You're going to bore yourself. You're going to burn yourself out doing it like that. But see, I didn't know no better at that time. I just was not going to be defeated. So when she called on me to play that song on that next week, I definitely was going to play it. And I did play it. And so, like I said, my early years of playing, I did not accept defeat. And I mean, I rehearsed 5 to 7 hours a day. I practiced. And either I was in the music building at Andrew College, or I was in the auditorium, wherever there was a piano. You could rest assured you were going to see me there at some time of day or that day. And because I really put my heart into it, because I really, really wanted to do it. And this is what I tell all of y'all today, whether it be, when you know you got what you got to do, and you know there's a deadline, don't mess around. Don't hallabag around. Don't procrastinate. Go ahead on and do what you need to do. A lot of people are always fixing to do something. You understand what I'm saying? You got a lot of people, well, I'm fixing to do this and I'm fixing to do that. Well, when you gonna do it? That's the key. That's the key point. And like I said, I never did accept defeat. And after 39 years of playing, I can truly sit here and look back and see that at every avenue, I never did accept defeat. Now, I realized that I was not, I couldn't play certain pieces that a lot of the other students, especially when I got to senior college, at least that's what I thought, until my second piano teacher, she was my music professor as well, Mrs. Faye Rowell, at that particular time when I first got to Berry. Miss Faye Rowell, she would tell me, because I would always, she knew that I was intimidated by the other pianists, and they had been playing for years. They started when they were 3 and 4 years old. And she would always tell me, she said, no, you is just as good as they are on your level. And I looked at her. She never would let me, because see, I never would accept defeat anyway. But she would not let me feel inferior to those other piano students because of the fact they was playing repertoire which was out of my reach. But it was because they had been playing much longer than I had. They had been playing ever since they were 3 and 4. I had just begun to play, and I was already playing little pieces and stuff that really and truly I shouldn't have even been able to play at that particular stage of my piano playing. But I was able because I put in the work. And I never will forget Miss Faye. Miss Faye Rowell will tell me, she said, you is just as good as they are on your level. Don't ever think and put yourself below anybody. I never forgot that, y'all. I never forgot that. And like I said, that was some 30 some odd years ago. And as I kept playing and I kept playing. I kept studying. And like I said, I was a music major, concentration in theory and composition. And I kept learning. And Dr. Pethel, one of my favorite piano instructors, and he was the one taught me composition and theory, conducting, arranging. Dr. Pethel was one taught me all of those courses when I was at Berry. And he gave me something called compositional seminar. We used to have it every Friday, where me and him would sit in his office one-on-one at the piano, and we would write. That was my composition seminar, personally, one-on-one with him. Had a great time, awesome time. I will never forget those days. As long as I live, I will never forget those days that we had. And I remember Dr. Pethel telling me that always write. That's what he said. The key to being a good writer is you got to write. You just can't sit and don't write and expecting you're going to come up with a great song. I mean, I must admit, I did some things, y'all. Like I said, I did some things that was unorthodox because of the fact that the time that I put in. It wasn't normal for me to get a song published this first time, but I did. I wrote a song, and actually it was a arrangement of a tune of a familiar hymn, Willie Thompson, I believe it is. Jesus is all the world to me. And I did an arrangement of that tune. And Dr. Pethel thought it was very good. And I mean, you know, hey, I had to take his word. I mean, I would take his word for it because Dr. Pethel is an awesome musician. Awesome. He got many hundreds of works, thousands really. But at any rate, I went through the process, people. I had to go through the process. And I never did let myself down. And I never did accept defeat. I always stayed into the game. I stayed into the game. And like I said, here it is some 39 years later. And I'm yet at it. Not in the capacity that I wished I was. I wished I was at it in more of I wished I had more of that fever that I had when I first started. But I'm a long way from that. I'm a long way from that right now. But you can always, like I said, you can always go back. It ain't never too late to start at some point and be what you need to be. And like I said, y'all, I'm grateful tonight. I sit here, and like I said, people said it's Halloween night. Well, you know, it is what it is. We all been there. Ain't no sense of getting super spiritual because we all used to go trick or treat at one point in our life. We all went. We didn't know no better, and we couldn't do no better because we didn't know no better. We went to trick or treat just like anybody else. So it ain't no sense in us saying anything bad about trick or treating, but they say we learned better and we started to do better. That's all it is. Now you ain't got to go there and try to put all that other stuff on it. But I'm saying at 39 years later as a musician, and I sat here this night, and I'm really overjoyed because I can look back and see, and I got my book over there, and I'm going to really go back through that book, and I'm going to look through some of the things that I did. And like I said, I was classically trained. I mean, I did, like I say, I didn't do all those great, large works like some of the other piano majors did. Because see, really and truly, I wasn't a piano major. I wasn't a performance major. Piano was my principal instrument, but I wasn't a performance major. No, I wasn't that. I wasn't that. I was a composition and theory man. And so, like I said, we just thank God. And after all these 39 years, and I'm sitting here tonight, thanking God that He brought me from a mighty long way. And got a memory of some key individuals that was in my life. Like I said, like my first piano teacher, Connie, and Mrs. Rao, and Dr. Pethel, among others. I had so many other professors of music, Dr. Rhodes, and all of them. And we sung in the choir, the Andrew College Choraleers. I was a part of that for my entire time there at Andrew College, because it was required. You was a music major, you had to be in the choir. And we We sang all over Georgia. We would do tours and all at St. Simon Islands and everything. I've been all in that. Did 2 major musical productions while I was at Andrew College. Damn Yankees and the Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I was in both of those productions. And we had a ball. I mean, we had a ball doing it. And so, like I said, I sat here with no regrets. And like I said, I never did accept defeat. And I don't accept defeat to this day. Like I said, I got my prosthetic leg on yesterday because of the illnesses, and I lost my left leg, the bottom portion of it at any rate. Still got part of it, but I still don't accept defeat. I never will. I never will accept defeat. Now you may block me over here, but I found another way to do something. You're never going to stop me from doing anything that I want to do. I don't care who you are. You could be mom, dad, sister, brother, wife, uncle, brother, whoever you might be. You're never going to stop Mitty Man from doing something that he really wants to do. You may block it. You may do all you can to try to stop it, but you're not going to stop me from doing anything that I want to do. I'll find a way to do it, even if I have to do it by myself. So I never will accept defeat. You can't defeat me because defeat is not in my vocabulary. I don't take that. You can't defeat me. So whoever I'm talking to you. But I just wanted to let y'all know I'm commemorating 39 years of musicianship today. And we're going to go ahead on and we're going to try to get a little something done. I'm not in no hurry to be rushing to bed, nothing, where I got a good 2-week break from the doctors and everything now. I got a good 2-week break. So I'm going to try to enjoy these 2 weeks before me and my baby sister kick back in. God dog, I forgot to text my baby sister tonight. But that's all right. We'll get her. She need a break anyway from me. I've been running her pretty raggedy. So she all right. She know what I'm doing. But at any rate, y'all just, to my cyber friends, and to all of you that make up the Mitty Man Circle, we're saying that look for some more things to come outside of this here studio right here. I haven't gotten a chance yet to get out there in Studio A, my main project studio. That prosthetic leg, I got to get used to it. It's putting pressure on that knee, and I haven't gotten used to that yet. So I didn't bother about going out there into the building just yet. But brother, don't worry, I'm gonna get out there sooner than later. Believe me. I just got to figure out which way I'm gonna go by doing it. I'm gonna have to get out there some kind of way. I was thinking about using my walker, and then just going out there and take my walker as far as the steps, and then I'm gonna make my way up the steps and unlock my door and go on inside and do some things inside there. But I will get inside of the main studio, believe it. But like I said right now, that I got to get used to that prosthetic, and it's putting a lot of pressure on that knee, and it doesn't feel good. I just tell y'all like that, but I get it. I'm not gonna give up. And so we just saying, y'all just keep on praying for Mitty Man, and Mitty Man gonna continue to pray for y'all. We got some stuff we want to do back here on the keyboard. Now I got an idea came to me since I've been doing this video. So with that being said, I want all of you, do not accept defeat. You cannot be defeated unless you decide that you want to be defeated. Nobody can defeat you. Only you can defeat you. Remember that. So this is Mitty Man saying, whatever you get into, if God is not in it, come on out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. To the next video, next Bible study, whichever comes first. This is Mitty Man saying peace and good evening.